Hey guys, and in this video we're going to be taking a look at the American Audio VMS4.1 MIDI controller. So let's take a look first of all at the hardware. The first thing you realise when you pick this controller up is just how good the build quality is. We've got a full metal casing with rubber corners. So let's take a look at the controls on the front to start with. On the very left hand side we've got our controls for our two channels of microphone, on-off switches, gain controls, treble, mid and bass for each microphone channel. Then moving on to the centre here, along the top we've got controls of our four channels, whether we have them in USB mode connecting to the software or analog mode to the phono inputs on the back. We've then got our crossfader assigns for the left side and the right hand side of the crossfader, and then in the middle the control for whether you want the sound card to be in 4 out or 8 out mode. We have a switch here which will reverse the crossfader, and then underneath that we have our fader curve. And then on the right we have our 1/4 inch jack for our headphones, we've got our Q gain and our Q mix dial. And taking a look at the back, we've got our power on-off switch, our two 3.5mm inputs for Q start. We've then got our power supply and our computer USB connection. And then moving to the right, we have our XLR balanced outputs. We've then got our booth output and also a phono master output, followed by our 4 MIDI log inputs. These are all phono connections to connect external sources. We've also got our ground screws and line phono switches. And finally we have our two microphone inputs. Now these sockets allow you to connect either XLR or 1/4 inch jack. So taking a look at the main mixer section, we've got our 4 faders to control our 4 MIDI log channels. Below that we have our crossfader. In the centre we have our VU meter, and then along the top we've got our 4 Q buttons to select which channels you want to be queuing. And then right in the middle we've got a trackpad to allow you to control your computer and load tracks into either decks. So now looking up at the top section of the mixer, we've got our EQ controls here for each channel with bass, mid, treble and of course gain. Then in the centre we've got controls for booth, balance and our master output volume. Of course this stuff's all very standard if you have a controller, but we've got our Q button, I've got our play button and our pause button, and then we've got our touch sensitive platter here. Now up to where all the buttons are, we've got our pitch fader here, plus or minus, and our pitch bend buttons. Next to the pitch fader we have the sync button, and also if you hold the shift button you can change the pitch range. Then we've got our hot cues. To set them you just press the hot cue buttons, and to delete just press shift and then clear the hot cues. Next to our shift button here we've got our vinyl and key lock button. Basically when you hold the shift button you can turn on and off the key lock, otherwise you turn off the vinyl controls. And then next to that we have our search buttons which allow you to search through the track, and then when you hold the shift you can divide the loop by 2 and times the loop by 2. Then with our looping we've got our in and out controls. The reloop button will go back to that original loop you set, and then the loop button will set a new loop of the same length as the last loop you set. And then when you press shift and the smart button it puts the looping into smart mode, which basically means when you set a loop it'll stay locked onto the beat and in time. With the white dial here we can select which effect we want to use, and then below that we've got our on-off button to turn on the effect. Then we've got our parameter control on the right here, and when you hold the parameter button you can control the second parameter of the effect. And finally we have our sample section. We can select the sample we want to play, use the play button to turn it on or off with our volume control here, and then you can press the record button to record a sample out of the song you're currently playing. What's the point of having amazing hardware if you don't have amazing software? Now this controller comes with a VMS4.1 version of Virtual DJ LE. This controller's got its own custom skin specifically designed to match up with the VMS4.1. Personally I prefer the Virtual DJ skins, but you'd need to upgrade to Virtual DJ Pro to change the skin. Just because it's called the limited edition doesn't mean it's limited on features. You've still got control of all 4 decks, you just don't have control of all the settings of the software. So I'm not going to go into all the details about the tech specs, but there's just a few things I want to cover. First of all, we've got a DSP D-core inside this thing, so you're going to get really high quality sound coming out of it. Also good build quality. For me it's a must have, and this thing really performs. Full metal casing, all the buttons, knobs and faders are really nice to use. Also we've got that backlight of all the controls, which is really useful when you're out at gigs. As you can see here it just looks really awesome in the dark, and I love having the backlit controls. You can also, if you want, replace the crossfader on this with an inner fader, which is something I may consider doing in the future, but I'm not quite sure yet. Also, I like having the separate booth control with separate volume levels. I do have this on my Q-Stand Pro mixer, and it's something I've really missed when I've only been going out with my Mixtrap Pro, so this is going to be really useful. So these are just all my initial thoughts on the controller, and I really like it. It's going to be great at gigs. I'm yet to take this out actually on the road to a gig. Hopefully I'll be doing that very, very soon, so stay tuned for a gig log with that. Also stay tuned for some mixes with this thing. I haven't been posting many mixes to my mix channel recently. That link will be in the description below to go to JLDJMix. It's youtube.com/JLDJMix, where I post all of my mixes, so stay tuned for some stuff with this coming very soon. Once I've taken this out to a couple of gigs, got a little bit more used to using it, I'm going to post another video talking about all the positives and negatives of this controller. Currently, my only negative is with the software. I'm not a big fan of the customized skin for the VMS4.1, but that's just my personal preference. I just prefer the standard skin, so I'll probably be upgrading to Virtual DJ Pro at some point. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Check the link in the description below to go find more information about the VMS 4.1. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please comment, rate, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.